Okay, guys. So in last class, I have given you one assignment. So in this program, so we have created our first program, and we have seen like how we can declare any variable using data and what is the type. Okay, and also we have seen like how we can print the value. And I told so here in this program we have swapped the value of B and C, and I have given the assignment so that we can swap the value without using third variable. It means without using input A, for example. And the output, so we have to change this logic, not we have to swap this value. Okay, so how we can achieve this? So purpose behind this program is like debugging. So I'm commenting this logic or I'm removing this logic because I have already shared this with you guys. Okay. So now, like how we can swap. So first of all, for example, what I can do best, I can save the B plus C value into B variable. Okay. And now what will be the C equals to? So for example, let's make it simple, 10, 20. So it will be easy to calculate. So the B will be having 30, right? So now what we have to store in C? So we want to store 30 in C 10, right?
Mm.
So if I do, so C is having 20 already. So what I will do, I will do B equals to, sorry, this is dot not, uh, okay. So B equals to B minus C. So now what B will be having
10.
So
10, right?
maybe, hello, sir. Maybe B is equal to B plus C is not. I think this is wrong. A is equal to B plus C, no?
No, A we don't have, right? I should not use any third variable. Just with the help of two variable, I have to swap the value. So now if you
Okay.
see here, we have done B plus C, it means it is 30. So B is having 30, and now B is having B minus C is what? Uh, 10, uh,
So
20,
can
right?
we write like B equals to B plus B and
We can
C equal
write
to B plus C?
anything, but it should work, right? Ultimately. So if I write, for example,
Yes.
C equals to, and now what value we have in B? So we have a value is B is 20, for example, right? And this logic should work for all the values, not for 10 or 20. That is that was another condition, right? So we have to test that also. So we will do that, but before that, let me think, because I don't know, like I am not remember the logic, so I'm trying to recollect like how we can achieve this. So I'm just trying to write a logic. So if I write like C minus B, for example, okay, so here in B we will be having 30, and then here we will 30 minus 20, so 10. And now here uh, what we are doing, 20 minus 10. So okay, sorry. So B minus C, 30 minus 20, it will be 10, right? And C is also having same value then in this case. So this is not correct. Okay. What we can do, we can debug and check, right? So let's debug. So I have written something. I'm not sure it is correct or not. So I will activate this program because I have made some changes. And then I will try to debug it. Okay. So hmm, okay, I think this will be reverse. Okay, anyway, so we will put the breakpoint. So just click here, it will stop. When we execute, it will stop here. So let's execute this. So now it has stopped, and we can see the value of B here is 10 and value of C is 20. Let me delete this. So how can we delete? We can select this and delete it because we want to So as of now, it is this. Now what we are doing, we are having 30 here in case of B, and we are having 10 here, and again we are having 10 here. So it means it is, this logic is not working because we are making B value 10. So we have to think something else. So let's execute this. So it will not swapping, it is print, like it is printing same value. So if I do C equals to, for example, B minus C, okay, and then B equals to B minus C again, and let's see how it behave. Okay, so I have written this. Let me activate this. So activate is saving and activating program together. Okay, so if I click on activate button, it will save my program first and then it will activate. Let's execute this. Now guys, if I run this, you can see the value of B and C is 10 and 20. Now after this, okay, so here if you see, the B value becomes 30. Okay, now we are calculating C value. So what we are doing, we are B minus C we have done. So the C value become 10. So it was 20 earlier, right? As we can see here. So we want C value as 10 and it is fine, right? Now what we want B value as 20. So if I execute this again, this is statement, you can see now it has become 20. So now it has swapped. So if I execute fully, so you can see earlier the B value was 10 and 20, now it is 20 and 10. So without using the third variable, we have swapped the value successfully. Okay, so any doubt here? No, right? But I promise you we can do for any value, right? So for any value, first of all, we have to learn how we can take any value from the user as an input, right? Because this is hard coded as of now, and anyone can write a hard coded logic like you guys have written. So anyone can B equals to 10 directly, B equals to 20 and C equals to 10 and then print, right? So here, how we can change that? So let me create a parameter. So parameter, I will write B type I, okay, and parameters C type I. So now I have B and C, and let's activate this. Sorry guys, some error. Semicolon I have put on, no. Something is wrong. Let me close this screen. In the meantime, B is already declared. Okay, so it is already declared. So we have to remove this because we cannot use same parameters. So what was issue? We are so it was declared again, and I am declaring again. So it was the issue. Here we can see that B has already declared. So I have removed the declaration and activating it. It has activated. Now let me execute this. So you can see like here it has created an input. Okay, now I can give anything. For example, I can give 100 and 200. So the value of B is 100 and value of C is 200. And once I execute this program, so it will work for this also. So if I execute this, so you can see the value is getting swapped. Also for testing purpose, I can give this a bigger value, for example, 1000, right? And I can test this. So here you can see 1200, 200,000, right? So we achieved this. So now it's your turn. Any doubt?
Abhishek, one doubt: how that input screen appears when
Okay,
you
so yeah,
executed this?
so we have made this parameter. So this is the new keywords which we are going to learn today. Okay, so parameter, whenever we want any input from or from user, okay, so we have to mention instead of data, we have to declare that variable as parameter. So whenever we use these parameters, it will create a selection screen and it will display that particular field value there. And if I
Okay.
go to here, for example, in text element and selection text, okay. And if I want to display instead of B or C something else, for example, let it come. Okay, so here, for example, instead of B, I want to insert input of B and put for C, for example, instead of for C. Okay, so I want to display this text on my selection screen, so I can maintain this text, activate this, come back, and now I can execute my program. So you can see this has changed. And here whatever I will insert, if I try to insert any, for example, any digit, so not like alphabets, it will not take, but it will, if I try to insert any number, it will take because it is type of I. So this is the use of I actually, type of I. I cannot insert any other value here. So any doubt in this, guys? It is very small program. We have achieved this functionality. We have debugged it.
Abhishek, where did you go to maintain that field name?
Sorry.
How did you maintain that field name input for B? Where did you
Okay.
go?
Okay. So here in it, sorry, in go to, in text, under text element, selection text.
Okay.
Okay.
So whatever parameters we will add, that name will appear automatically here.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
And actually, I was trying the same calculation,
Mhm.
but that time I'm getting some error of syntax error. I don't know. I try to check, but
So either
my
you have not put the spaces, for example, you have made this. So anything is turning red, it means something is wrong.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. And is it the thing means we have to write in small letters only, or we can
No,
write
no. So
the
it is,
program?
like I said, it is not case sensitive. It is in case sensitive. So if I write B also, it will
Mhm.
not give any error. See, so this B and this B, it
Okay.
considered same.
Same. Okay.
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 So here case will not be considered in ABAP. Even we can write a small parameter small. If I do pretty printer, it will automatically convert everything based on our criteria. See, it has
Okay.
converted everything large and whatever things are there in small variables.
Okay.
And after that, we can activate it. So any doubt till here?
Means when we enter a parameter, that means in the input screen we have to put the value.
Right. So it will
Okay.
create a selection screen with that, along with that field.
And what is this I means?
I means integer.
Integer.
So I
In
denotes the integer. So whenever we want any integer, we can write I.
okay.
And
And what
if
is
you need any help, for example, if you
Mhm.
are not understanding anything, so there is one, you can select that thing and press F1. Okay.
Okay.
So for example, you are viewing one new program and they have used some keyword. Okay. For example, type, parameters, I, write. So you can select those things. You can press F1. Actually, it is taking the time because this is very recently installed system. But yeah, generally it won't take time. It coming within seconds. Okay, so you can see the documentation. So SAP has created very nice documentation for each and everything. So actually it is compiling the program and all, then it will display. So it will
Obviously,
give
that
you. Mhm.
that field length, the field that we saw, if I have to increase the length of that input field, can it be possible, or it
Yeah,
takes a
so we
defined?
have, see, we have predefined data type for integers, so it is different for different thing. Like we have int
Acha, it
4,
based on
int 8.
integer it is.
Yeah, so based on that it will take the input.
Okay.
It is taking time. So by using F1 you will get all the technical details regarding that field. Okay, so now see, it has come here. So ABAP environment, I built in ABAP type, right? This is what we want to see. So if I double click here, again it will take some time first because I'm opening first time. So it's actually when we execute any program first time, it will compile and execute that, so it is taking time. But from next time it will be fast. But in our like office system, it is fast because we are using day to day and many users are there. Here I'm the single user for this system. So yeah.
Yes.
It may take some time. So yeah, so after this, like we will see, like for example, if we have to print a greater number out of these two like two things, so how we can print, so that will be our second program. So that program will talk about the comparison or condition statement in ABAP. Okay, so we will create one new program today again, and we will see how we can compare the two values and how what the if else and how it is working in ABAP. So let it come. It is taking longer time, sorry guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, can I open new session at least? No, it is showing busy indicator. If I come here, okay, let me create new session. It is hard to run. Yeah, it has opened finally the documentation. Okay, so here you can see, so it is predefined ABAP type. Okay, so we have these many type predefined, and here somewhere we have I, B, C, D, I. Okay, so it is 4 byte. So it is 4 byte integer, it denotes. And if we want to use small s, it will for 2 bytes integer. So but it is used for internal. So we are using I. We have different data type which we can use, predefined data type, sorry. So here we can see those data type. Also we can use data element which we have already created, right? So we will see one by one how data elements can be used here and different types. So one by one we will learn. Okay, so let's move to new screen. So I'm creating the second program, SC38. So SC38, as we know, it is for it is ABAP editor to create a ABAP program. Okay, so we will create a program, for example, jet second. Let's create it. So I believe you guys did not face any challenge to create a program, right? At least.
Yes, Abhishek.
Okay, so here let's say second program, and let's select type. So it is executable program, test program. Application is optional, but we can select anything here. Oh, okay, let it be. Let me save it. Let me click on OK. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, okay, so you can see this report second has been come. So here, like, let's start to write parameters, and we want to take two inputs. So for example, A, type I, and instead of creating parameters in multiple line, what we can use this keyword, and here we can write type I. 1 minute, guys, 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so we can write parameters. So what it will do, it will create a input screen for us, and it will be having two option of integer A and B. So I think this is fine. And now we have to print the greater number. So we can use if, and here we can check the condition. If A is greater than B, right? Then what we will do, we will write, we can write, for example, A is greater, and we can print the value also. For example, A, else. So what if is doing, so it will compare this condition. Okay, and if it is true, then it will go inside and it will print. And also what I can do, I can write if B is greater, otherwise it will not get inside. Okay, so for example, let me press. So here, for example, if A is less than B, it means what we can do, B is greater. Okay, and we can print B. Now let's activate this program. Before activating, let's check. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put dot. My bad. So here you can see it is telling like period missing. Period means this dot. So let's check before activating, and everything is fine. We can activate this. So any doubt here in this statement? So every if should be end with end if, and if in front of if we can put the condition. If condition true, then only it will go inside, otherwise it won't go. Let it be activate.
Abhishek, instead of write, we can write print also.
No,
Will it work?
no. So write is the keyword for printing here in ABAP.
Okay.
So there is
And
no
another
keyword
thing,
called print.
yes. Okay. And another thing, if we not compare the values, and
Mm-hmm.
directly we write something like that. If we define a condition like that, whatever the greater value
Mm-hmm.
between A and B,
Mm-hmm.
that should get printed.
Yeah, so we will remove this statement from both the places.
Okay.
So it will print only value, right?
No, no. What I am saying, you have maintained two conditions. If
Yes.
A is
Mm-hmm.
greater than B, and
Mm-hmm.
second, A is less than B.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of maintaining this condition, can we write a condition such that means whatever the value, greater value, it should get printed.
Yeah, so how we can write? Like we have to compare, right?
Yes.
Without comparing, how we
Compare.
can say?
Okay. Okay. That means we have to compare first it.
Yeah, see, if I asked you to write anything so that it will print greater numbers, then what you will do? You will compare, right? Both the value. Even if I
Yes.
ask you anything like in between 10 and 20, which is greater? So how you will tell? You will compare, right? Both the value, then only you will
Yes.
take the decision.
I think Abhijit is thinking of a scenario where there are hundreds of entries, and in out of that we need to find a greater one.
Yeah, so that is different scenario. Okay, so when we learn loop and all, see, we will go one by one.
Okay.
Okay, so we are on first
Okay.
gear.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Understood.
Okay.
Yeah.
it's like till now I have not given you steering. So once you will get a
Okay.
steering, and when you learn like how to change gear, then you can do
Mhm.
that by yourself. So that
Okay.
task I will remember, and then I will give you the same task.
Okay. Okay.
But as of
Sure, sure.
now, we are doing just if statement. We are focusing on if. Okay.
Okay.
Now
And,
let me
and
execute
this
this. Yeah. Yes. Tell me.
and this if and if there are two conditions, means is it is not one condition. If
So,
whatever I
for
know.
example, if I have to write 100 of line of code inside this condition, I can write,
Okay.
and this and if will
Mhm.
denote this condition is end.
And okay.
Okay. So, what if it is true? Then only it will print this. Otherwise, it will ignore all this logic, whatever I will write here.
Okay.
So if I
Okay.
have to execute any logic which is depend on
Mhm.
some condition, I I can make this type of condition and I can write this type of logic. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let me do control Z maybe. Okay. And let me execute this again. One more control Z. No, let me activate this, otherwise it may take some time. It is taking comparatively more time today somehow. Okay. Yeah, so here if you see, I have inserted 100, okay, and 200. So the output should be 200, right? Because B is greater. Now let's check, guys. So I have done /h, and as soon as I execute this, so it is starting ABAP debugger. I just wanted to close this. Okay, let me close this. It is not closed. Okay, so it is starting. It will take some time because first time we are executing this program. I think we have remains with how many minute remains? 2 minutes, right? Okay, so it has stopped here, and you can hear me, right? So
Yes.
here the value of A, if I double click it, it will come here. So here it will first compare whether 100 is greater than 200. No, so it will not go inside this. And when I compare this, A is less than B, then it is not like it, this condition will be true, so it will go inside this and print B. Okay, now let's execute this. So see, it has went inside this, and now it will print. So if means it will only work when it fulfill the condition. Okay, so that logic only executed when it will fulfilling the condition. So we will see more on like if side in our next call. So let's join the second meeting I have mentioned in the meeting. Okay, session 2. So let's join that meeting. Okay guys.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.